Marie Fay Evnochides founded the Fay School almost 30 years ago with a sharp eye for detail and an innovative touch around children's early education and elementary education. Marie is a proud native Houstonian. Her mother, Carolyn H. Grant, was born on Galveston Island, and her father, Ernest Bell Fay, Ernie, was originally from New Orleans. Marie's parents met in 8th grade and years later married and raised 3 children. After graduation from Kincaid, Marie attended Sarah Lawrence College in Bronxville, New York, an academically prestigious all-women's college. She registered for an early childhood course, and the rest, as they say, is history.
I just always knew that I wanted to be a teacher. When I went to college, they just seemed to happen. So I was on the road to the right place.
Upon her return to Houston, she earned a bachelor's degree in English Studies at the University of Houston. After graduating, she taught at the Oaks and became an early childhood teacher at Kincaid in 1965. Not only was she hired as a lead teacher for 3-year-olds, but she eventually found herself overseeing the early childhood program. Over the next 25 years, she welcomed hundreds of 3-year-old children into her classroom, affectionately known as the Yellow Door. When Kincaid decided to discontinue offering their program for 3-year-old children, parents found themselves without a school for their youngsters. Marie's reputation resonated citywide, prompting parents to approach Marie to start a school. She told them that with their support, she would do it.
We ended up 4 ladies at my house around a little table trying to see if we wanted to start a school.
All they had was an idea with no money and no building. They wanted to start the program for 3-year-olds and eventually grow the school through 5th grade. Marie's husband, Steve Evnochides, was heavily involved in the business model as that was his vocation. By August 1990, the intention was to open the school the following fall. Marie and Steve and other grassroots parents now had the plan, but still had no campus. They searched Houston looking for a suitable location, but to no avail. Board member Al Lasher suggested to Marie that her family's home on Post Oak Lane was the perfect setting. The Fay House, designed by the famous architect John Staub in 1938, was being leased out to another family at that time. Marie felt certain her mother, Carolyn Grant Fay, would not agree to turn their family homestead into a school. But after careful consideration, Carolyn not only agreed to the project, she graciously gifted the school with its first sizable financial gift. The Fay School was on the map. The Fay School opened its doors in 1991 with 54 children, 6 teachers, a music teacher, and Francis Jeter serving as the first chairman of the board. The initial vision was to offer an early childhood and elementary program that centered around nurturing hands-on learning with cutting-edge teaching on some of the most beautiful property in Houston. The original board, as you can imagine, was quite anxious. Marie, always confident, reminded them, build it and they will come.
Couldn't have doubt, you just had to go for it.
Marie's fondest memories of Fay's early days are that everyone was working extraordinarily hard with the same goal in mind, to open this jewel of a school. She said that those days were the most fun she's ever had. In those early years, she was up and ready to go by 6 a.m., often staying at Fay until 8 at night.
We were always felt like we were operating by the seat of our pants, so to speak, you know. There's always so much to do and so many things to try.
Once the school began to grow, they added additional buildings to campus. The first new building was the Fondren House, designed by Barry Moore, with its homey feel and porches. Later, the addition of the Fondren Extension allowed the school to offer kindergarten. Marie's touches can be found all over campus, inspiring Ernie's Place, the fire pit in the Fay Forest named after her father, the amphitheater in the backyard, Fay's art classroom with its stunning natural sunlight. Also, Marie insisted on installing outdoor sinks for the students to wash their hands. In the early days, the school did not have a dedicated cafeteria, and so Marie excited the students by telling them that they were dining outside al fresco. All Marie's touches. Marie said that it felt like they were in a capital campaign for 20 years as they continued to grow and needed more buildings to house the increasing enrollment. Once the Fay School had matured into the elementary school that it is today, Marie realized that she needed to leave the classroom and move permanently into serving as the head of school. Although she moved into this leadership role full-time, she never really left the classroom. 30 years later, Marie's vision and passion for education is still making an impact. She is admired by many who thank her for her work as an educator, philanthropist, and friend. Thank you, Marie. Cheers to many more years of the Fay School.